Helena here, Kelly here. Welcome to Speaker Insight, where we help speakers, authors and coaches build a business on your terms. And every week, as you know, if you've watched us before, we talk a little bit about the buzz in your business. So we really would love to know, like most of you just go and fetch pen and paper in order to actually learn from the Facebook Live. I think that's what's happening. But we really would love to know, what is the buzz in your business? What is the stuff that you're talking about? Hi, Bethan. What's the stuff that you're talking about that you can get people engaging with you on, that you can kind of excite them with, that is happening? So for example, the buzz in Bethan's business is actually that she's just done photographs and like photo shoot for her business. So that is something that we would consider buzz in your business. Now,
Vincent's buzz in his business.
Yes.
He's just about to launch his online course, isn't that right, Vince?
It's just amazing, right? So that's what we're talking about now. And we are probably the most buzzy that we can potentially be.
We are buzzy bees.
We are buzzy bees. It's definitely how it is. So the buzz in our business is we've got something really exciting happening, and we've been working on it for a little while. So you are actually going to have to stick around beyond the teach in order to really hear about it, and particularly if you want a free month of coaching and support from us, you're definitely going to want to hang around.
How awesome is that? Who wouldn't want us for a month, right?
How does it get any better than that?
So the topic of this week's live is all about building a business on your terms. And that is the tagline for Speaker Insight, right? For speakers, authors and coaches who want to build a business on your terms. So when we're getting into this, what I want to actually work out for you is, let's do a sense check. Let's have a go through where your business is at the moment, and are you building it on your terms, or are you building a monster that's trapping you and not serving you, okay? So this is a bit where I do want you to have pen and paper, because I do want you to answer these questions I'm going to ask you now with just a simple yes or no. And then I want you to count up how many yeses and nos that you've got, okay?
Yeah.
So if you're all ready, and for those on the catch-up, I want you to do the same if you're watching this on the replay. Just answer these questions, because this is going to give you a really high-level overview of what state is your business at the moment, and is it serving you?
Exactly.
So, the first question, do you feel supported? Right, and what I mean by this is, do you have people in your business that you can outsource stuff to? Are you doing all the stuff that you hate, like admin and accounts and graphic design and blah, blah, blah? So what is it that you want to outsource, and have you got the team around you to do that? It's also, do you have the peer support?
Totally.
Right? Do you have somebody to bounce ideas off? Do you have,
Like, does this make sense? Like, I've read this 14 times now and it's sounding like gobbledygook. Is it actually any good?
Yeah. Or just that idea when you think, oh, I'm going to create this course, and then you basically go, does this sound like something that you'd be interested in? So a sounding board, some support, sometimes someone just to moan at for a while.
Oh, and some, like the 5-minute rants, like just that little, I just need to get this off my chest, something's happened, and who's going to understand me?
Yeah. And also that whole, not just the support, but we did a Facebook Live recently about celebration. So how can you actually, do those small wins with people and actually feel like you're not doing this alone? So that's the first question. Really ask yourself deeply, do you feel supported in the business that you've created? The next one is, do you feel that you've got clarity on what the professional insights of the area that you're in, the business that you're in, requires? And what I mean by this is, if you're going in to be a professional speaker, do you know what a professional speaker would look like from their showreel requirements, from what a speaker agent's looking for what prices you should be looking at to pitch your keynotes or your workshops on for corporates? Do you know the industry requirements as a speaker?
Yeah. The standards that you need to uphold, the way in which you might approach people, who to approach, what order to approach those in, what's needed, and recognise that you could fit in with so that people choose you.
Yeah. And maybe you're an author or want to be author. Do you know what they look for in book proposals? Do you know the difference between hybrid publishing, traditional publishing, self-publishing? Do you know where to go for distribution and fulfillment houses? So all these types of things are industry specific. It might be that you're a coach and you're wanting to know about professional qualifications or industry standards, or how to package your coaching packages.
Or the contract that you might actually need to put in place so that you can actually do the best job possible for the organisation and the people within it.
Yeah. So just ask yourself the simple question, do you feel like you know your industry standards of the area you're working in, speaking, author or coach?
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing a little thumbs up there because
she
she
likes
likes
your hair.
my hair.
I know, I'm trying not to distract.
I know.
From the beauty.
Keep going. Supported, clarity. Next.
So the next one is obviously one of my favourites. Is do you feel like your business is streamlined and systemised?
Yay! We love that.
Yeah, we love that, but it takes work to get there, right? So do you feel like your business runs without you? Yeah. Are there automated systems in place for nurturing new clients, new leads, after sales? Do sales work 24 hours without you? Have you got the tech in place? Is the tech all talking to each other?
Yeah.
So have a think about that. Do you feel like your business is streamlined and systemised? Yes or no? Do you have, this is the next question, do you have a clear business model and plan?
Yes.
So do you know all the different streams of income? Do you know your product range? Do you know your marketing strategy? Do you know your exit plan, how you might leave your company or sell your company?
Do they all fit together?
And do you have those milestones, right, that you're actually working towards in a systemised way, so that you can actually know that you're on track and not having that shiny penny syndrome that we all get of, oh, that's a great opportunity, I'm going to run after that. Yeah. So it's having that accountability, structure, clarity and plan. So yes or no to that one.
Yeah.
The next one.
I'm not seeing any yeses and no's,
Oh,
so
no,
I'm just hoping that you're doing it at least on your thing. Snap a photo later.
Oh, poor Daisy, text her nightmare. Yeah. Right, we'll help you with that, darling. So, are you confident, this is the next question, are you confident that your marketing engages and converts?
Yeah.
So, do you know what you're doing with your marketing? That includes, emails, social media, direct mail, all those types of things. Have you got a strategy? Are you measuring if people are actually engaging, liking, opening the emails?
Yeah.
And do you know that it converts into what you're looking for? Okay. Yeah, of course we'll share the questions, Michelle. I'll do it again.
We'll do it just after.
So this is is your marketing working and converting? So have you got engagement? Do you have a real thriving community? If you want a good example of one, come and join our Connection Hub.
Definitely. Kelly's already been efficient and put the link in the comments, so you can come and join if you're not already in there.
So are the posts what your audience want to hear about? Are they engaged with it? Are they talking about it? And then does it convert into what you want as an outcome of your goal, which you'll know from your strategy and your business plan?
Yeah.
So the next one is, are you spending time on the things that you love to do? Okay, so it sort of goes back to the question of the outsourcing, but it might not be just about outsourcing. Are you a speaker, author and coach that's 80% of their time speaking, writing or coaching, right?
That's right. Because that's what you set yourself up to do, right? That's how you know that you can make your difference. Yeah. That's how you are, that old quote of be the change you want to see in the world. That's how you know that that's what you're out and doing. Yeah. So if you've got that happening, to a high percentage, that actually means that you're on track. Yeah. If you're not, you've got some work to do.
Yeah, like Vince, he's got some not there yet.
That's it. Okay, good. Yeah.
And then the final question, which is always the biggie, is do you have a predictable and sustainable income?
Hell yes.
Right? Well, we do, but I'm asking them.
I'm answering the question.
So what I mean by that is, can you predict what your monthly income is going to be like? Because you've got digital programs running, or you've got coaching packages where you've got people on 6-month programs. And is that sustainable? As in, are you burning out because you're just working 24/7 hours a day?
Or are you doing the kind of roller coaster of, sort of like you get loads of work in, then you've got to deliver it, and then you've got a dearth, and you go, yeah, that's it,
right?
That. Oof.
So it's not that I love the predictable income, because if you can set up your business so that you've got income coming in which is guaranteed and that covers your costs, anything you earn on top of that is a bonus, and you put that back in the business or you put it on your lifestyle. But they're choice points. Yeah. So that then means that you can take on an additional client, or you can leave it that month and take some holidays off, like I predominantly do, right? Yeah. So think about, is your business income predictable and sustainable, and ask yes or no to that.
Yeah, and so, as Michelle's just put out, it's a really great, we talked about milestones just a moment ago. It's a really good idea to go, well, okay, so this year my intention is to get to 40% or 50% or 60%, you know, whatever it is for you, so that you can incrementally start to build it up. What can I add that is congruous with everything else I offer? Not just one of these, like Kelly was just saying, oh, I'll throw this in and I'll throw that in, because that's not what we're talking about. So all 7 questions kind of work in their own way. We will put the questions in.
I'll put the question up, all of them up, so you can have a reference. But what I would like you to do, for those of you who have answered any of them, even if it was you missed the first 2, Michelle, is just tally up how many yeses did you get and how many no's did you get. Because this is just a sense check for you at the moment, really high level stuff. Are you building a business on your terms? And if you've got mainly no's, then you're not. And we normally find that most people have at least got one area of those 7 aspects that's not on their terms.
Partly because, you know, sort of it's been an area that you haven't focused on, or it's something that, you know, you don't feel you have the expertise in, so you avoid it a little bit, you know, head in the sand type of thing. But the point about this is the more you shine a light on something, the easier it is for all of it holistically to actually be a business that works on your terms. And that's why we love kind of making sure that people step back. This list of questions is the list of questions that we ask people all of the time when they work with us, because they actually point the gaps out, and that means you can do something about it. You know, once you have feedback, you can do something about it. That's why it's the breakfast of champions, as they say. That's also why we do a Facebook Live teaching every single week around some of the fundamentals. And for those of you who are new to us, inside the Connection Hub on the files piece, you'll see the titles of the 20
You've done 20 so far.
Facebook Live teaches that really kind of help you unblock in some kind of foundational element that most of our avatars are actually missing. So it's really anything and everything that allows you to be at the heart of the business, which is one of the things that we know is so vital. Because actually what that allows you is, it gives you authenticity, it gives you control, and it gives you confidence. And that's massive, right?
It's the bit that we find that most speakers, authors and coaches miss. So, and I'm sure a couple of the guys that are watching this at the moment have been on our retreat. And what most speakers, authors, coaches do is they do tactics. So they're learning courses and they're getting mentored by people. And that's all external stuff, which is a need to have in your business. But until you know the core of your business, which is you, your vision, your purpose, your message, your values, your identity, your USP, what you stand for, all of that, that has to come first. That dictates the rest.
And then you do it as a beautiful blend. So you do it as a blend. You have this solid stance in the middle that then allows you to play and dance out in the world, that actually is then a blend of your confidence and your confident delivery out in the world. So that's, Michelle, that's perfect that you've got the core. So now it's about putting all of the other things in, again, on your terms in such a way that it actually works for you. Now, one of the other bits of feedback that we get a lot of the time is this kind of blend of yin and yang, and, you know, sort of the outer and the inner. And we do that on purpose because actually we love providing practical advice that allows you to stay at the heart of your business, which allows you to kind of understand why you're choosing to do this work in the first place.
So you'll always get the left brain practical logical stuff from me, right? But then you get the actual nurture and the understanding of why you need to do that from Helena. So you own it rather than just because I've told you to do it.
There's very much a pattern, if you like, of the more you can actually step into something that maybe is a step-by-step instruction, the more you know you, the more you understand how you can work and blend with it, the easier it is for you to then take that step-by-step, alter it a little bit, put it in your rhythm, which then means that you do it your way, i.e. you do it on your terms, and that is what gets results.
Definitely.
So the other thing that we've got is we do our best to share as many resources as we can. We have a hashtag opportunity, and so, you know, speaking gigs, podcast lists, Wednesdays we share our tech on a Wednesday to make life easier. So it's really all around making sure that we support you as change makers going out in the world, making a difference as much as possible.
But you probably realised, if any of you were in the Connection Hub, you probably realised a couple of weeks ago that we actually reached over 1,000 members. What? And it just keeps on. We love the fact that we're growing like 50, 100 people every week because you guys are inviting each other in, which we love. We really appreciate that. But there is only so much teach and hand-holding we can do with such a large audience, right? So we respond to everyone's posts. Everyone says that we're really quick and we always give detailed answers. So we will continue to do that because it's our passion and our drive.
It is.
But the actual nitty-gritty of actually taking someone's business and giving it a good shake-up and really identifying you at the core is really hard to do with a large audience. Yeah. And one of the principles that we live by is that we won't ever teach or train anything that we've never done, experienced and got results in.
Exactly.
So we want to be that person that when you want to do something in your business and take it to the next level, you can come to us because we've pretty much done it, right? And we can say, oh God, we had a nightmare, we spent all this money, all this time, all these nightmares, don't do this, do this.
It's the shortcuts, you know, sort of, it's that whole always learn from someone who's kind of been there and done it, because that actually allows you to move forward quicker without having to make those mistakes yourself. And
so that's why actually for the last 3 months, we've been pretty busy.
Really busy. She says pretty busy. It's been really busy.
But we've loved every minute of it, right?
It's been fun.
It's been fun building our business. We get stuff done and we have fun, right?
That's it.
But what we want to share with you in this live is actually an opportunity for you. But it's also a demonstrative example of what you can do in your business too. So we've coached loads and loads of people, hundreds of people, on how to develop online courses, for example, and how they can get that out there and use it as part of that digitalization, getting your message out there and reaching more people. And people have been really successful with this, and we think it's a great way of you repurposing your content.
Definitely.
However,
industry-wide,
looking at stats and results from lots of the people we've coached with, I'd probably say 80, probably more 90% of people that actually buy courses don't complete them and don't then implement what you wanted them to do because of lots of reasons, right? And I know some of the people on the live now have done courses and they've told me that they've spent loads of money and
working.
They loved the course, but it just didn't do what they asked them to do because they didn't finish it, or they didn't have accountability, or they got stuck on some things. And so it's great to have it as a product in your product range, but if you want to actually have a community that thrives and is making change and is actually getting the results you're asking them, you need to go above and beyond a course.
Correct.
Right? So over the last 3 months,
we were like, well, how do we do that differently? Right? Like, how do we, because here's the thing, and most of you will know this as well, is that you make something, you know it's really good, you know that if people did actually complete it, then they'd be right in a really good position. So we were like, okay, so that's the challenge that we want to play with. So what did we do?
So we know these 7 areas that we've just done some sound checks with you on your business are the core foundational bits to build a business on your terms. So we have built something called Changemaker Central, right? Which is a membership platform, but it's an active learning community. So it's much more than any other membership platform you've come across before. We actually are quite proud that we've created something unique. So what we want to do is, we haven't launched this yet. We've been road testing it, of course, with people.
Because that's who we are.
But we want to tell our close community about it first of all, so that you get the opportunity to road test it, give us feedback, start building the tribe in there, and really taking it off the map for us, right? So we're only telling you and the Connection Hub members about it now, and then we'll do a bigger launch later on, because we want you guys to have first pickings. And we want to give it to you for free, okay? So that's why you need to hang on to a little bit longer.
That's it.
I'll tell you a little bit what the program and the membership site involves, and then we can ask questions if you want to and go through it, and I'll give you all the links. So when you join Changemaker Central, Use Kickstart this 90-day program. So this is like the course, right? It's all the videos and worksheets of all the foundational areas of your business. How to price yourself, how to do the marketing, how to understand your USP and your messaging, how to reach your audience, how to, just everything.
Build the confidence,
basically.
how to speak with confidence, all sorts.
So all the things that you need that most people don't think about because they're too busy actually just delivering their message or creating new products, etc. They haven't got the core, which Michelle and Bethan all said that that's really key to have in place. So we kickstart that when you first begin, and they happen weekly drip feed content in all different learning styles, whether you like to watch, read, listen, we've got you nailed, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And the thing is that we accompany that course with a private Facebook group.
Yes.
That we hold weekly accountability sessions in.
Yeah.
So that then makes sure that you know you're working through those modules every week.
Yeah.
And when you get stuck, because you will,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get a question and you'll think, oh, I just need to understand what that means, or I need some feedback. You get that opportunity to come to us and other people that are on the program too, right?
Yeah.
We're not the only experts in the world.
Definitely.
So you get that ability, but you also get in a habit of setting yourself weekly bite-sized goals.
Yeah.
So once you've completed the 90-day program, you continue to set yourself accountability goals in your business. So what do I want to do now that I've got my foundations in place?
Yeah, exactly.
Daisy's loving the
We love the
accountability feature.
accountability, I know.
We know, Daisy, or everyone, that accountability actually increases success 93%.
Yeah, that's massive.
Right?
Like, that's the difference between you, like, adding probably 100,000, if not more, to your bottom line if you wanted to put it in those terms. I mean, it's massive.
Yeah.
Getting stuff done or not getting it done.
Yeah, definitely.
Tick.
The other thing which so we knew accountability was a big change factor, right? A big success factor. The other thing that we do every Friday is we allow you to get some feedback, right? So this is the problem when you feel alone in your business and you don't have a sounding board, and is this a good idea, or does this copy land?
That's
or
right.
what does this speaker show will actually deliver?
Yeah.
We give you the opportunity every Friday to upload content, videos, websites, copy, and we will give you feedback on it from an expert perspective of whether we think it lands, and we give you that and basically give us the weekend to work over it, and we get it back to you next week. So that sounding board,
it's really specific to you and your business, because actually this is the whole point, not everyone's business is the same, and you're not at the same stage as somebody else. So you have the one thing that's going to allow you to move forward. That's the piece that you put in that week.
And the other thing that we were saying about industry insights, so we have been publishers, speaker agents, coaching, training providers and stuff ourselves, so we've got that industry knowledge, but we want to bring more than just us, right? We're not the only
truly not.
So
we're pretty damn good though. We are.
We're not bad, yes. So what we do is we interview professionals from the speaking world, the publishing world and the coaching world, and we want them to give you their insights. So if it is this person who's a publisher and they're saying, what do I look for in a new author?
Exactly.
Right? What do I want to see? What's going to make it stand out of the thousands of book proposals that I've had in that week?
Yeah.
Or from a speaker agent point of view, how do you make yourself be really appealing?
Yeah.
What are the prices you should be doing your keynotes at? What are the essential things you need in order to, as assets, to be taken on as a speaker agent, from a speaker agent?
That's right.
And it could be that coaching industries might be telling you how to package your products or how to license your products.
Yeah.
And we also do have our little black book of contacts.
Which is really cool.
The people that we use, not only in the Speaker Insight business, but who we've used for years, from software, from PR,
graphics,
from whatever it is.
People that are there to support you in your business. Because again, that very first question, Michelle, here it comes, that very first question of, do you feel supported? Like, actually, sometimes you don't feel supported, but you have no idea who to go to.
You don't know.
That's the point.
What you don't know.
Exactly.
Right? So we bring those guys to you on a monthly basis so you can see all these interviews and get that industry expertise.
Yeah.
We also interview people just like you.
Yes.
Right? Because it's really good to see other people's journeys. So other speakers, other authors and other coaches that are successful. And we interview them so you can learn about their journey, the little tips and methods they did along the way to get a best-selling book or to, become an international speaker. So you can learn from people just like you, and it doesn't feel like it's too far away that I can't be that person yet. They're too successful.
But it also kind of proves that there are some really innovative and amazing things that people do to actually set their businesses up.
We learn loads in those ones.
I mean, it's so I have to say, get paid to learn is pretty much like the feature that's in there. But it is one of the most incredible things to actually hear from someone who's implemented something that is unique supposedly to them, and for you to actually go, I could launch my book in that way, or I could do some of the thinking that person is doing. Like there's some really great kind of concepts that people are actually coming up with, and belief structures that you go, if everybody else did that, we would have so many more people raising
the bar.
The bar.
Yeah, 100%. So then we want you to always continually develop, okay?
Yes.
So in this one, we do monthly webinars with you exclusively. This is all exclusively for members only.
Yeah.
So we run monthly webinars on topics that you've asked for deep dive, like half an hour, 45-minute training on.
Yeah.
So you choose the topics, guys, and
Yeah.
we basically either, if we're expertise enough to be able to deliver it ourselves,
Then
we'll do it, or we'll bring guys in,
Yeah.
right? So that's the way you dictate the content.
Yeah.
And we always put up there resources, quick start guides, checklists, so there is no excuse why you can't take those easy steps of action to build your business on your terms, right?
Exactly.
So everything from the 90-day course that gets everything, the building foundational blocks in your
Agreed.
business, which we know you guys are probably missing,
Yeah.
which is why you've got many no's
It's that
and those
gaps.
questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we've got the Facebook group where we hold you accountable. We give you the option to get feedback on your stuff. You have the option to meet other change makers,
Yeah.
people like-minded to you, and there are people on this call that are in the program, right?
Yeah.
So we know that, and we know that their resources are just ridiculous. How they can help each other and how they have been helping
Exactly.
each other, right? Everyone blimmin' lumps Viz because he's the social media whiz, and Michelle, right? Those two together, I think they've got work for life.
I know, right?
Anyway, so you've got the Facebook group that is that community, that hub, that support, that feedback, that nurture.
Yeah.
Then you've got the industry expert insight. So you've got the professionals who are doing it, who are telling you how to succeed in that industry.
Yeah.
You've got the peers that are showing you how they've done it their way, because we never do a cookie cutter approach. This person's taken bits and bits, and this is how they've made their journey their own on
That's
their
right.
terms. And then we've got deep dive training that never ends when you're a member, and resources to keep you in action mode.
Yeah.
So I think we
you have no excuses is basically what it comes down to. And so let me actually take it back a step from that, because whilst that's what we're doing out in the world, the reason that we're doing it is because when Kelly and I first sort of met each other, we had some really good conversations about how people are the key to changing the world. People really are. Can be such a massive influencing aspect on raising the vibration of the planet, raising the consciousness of people actually being kind to planet, people, and indeed profit, sort of
having
in that way.
Positive impact.
That's
right?
it. And so we like to work with what I very affectionately call first dominoes. So any one of you watching here has the capacity to be or is already a first domino. So I need you to imagine, that whole, you line them all
Flick it
up
off.
and you flick the first one, and that one kind of has a massive impact on everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's actually what we've done within Changemaker Central. We wanted somewhere where people who want to make a massive difference in the world can come, hang out, be vulnerable, be solid, be helped, supported, and really just begin to show up bigger and bigger and bigger, and have a space where they can come back to that allows them to actually be better, put the foundations in better, scale better, and indeed, going right back to the beginning of the call, really build a business on your terms.
But it's been really frustrating for us over the years of the various roles that we've been in to see amazing people with game-changing ideas and messages and experience and not making that impact, whether it's they're not reaching enough people or they're not clear or they can't scale, and it's really frustrating, right? So we're like, we just need to be able to support these people to shine.
So
right?
how do we do that, right? And so that's what this is all about. It's like, we know our avatar really well. We know Changemakers really well. We've been working with them for years, kind of supporting in the background, kind of tweaking little bits of their business. And for us, this is such an amazing thing, because inside there is everything you need to be successful. This is if you don't want to have any excuses, then come and play, right? Now, as a valued member of our community, we are, as Kelly said, really launching this very kind of gently and softly right here and saying, come in, come and actually, get, this is the exciting bit, get the first month for free, which is really good. So basically, we are offering you to come in, experience it, and actually make your world and business a wonderful place to kind of be in. So,
but we want you to test it out.
We
like,
do.
We don't
really
expect
do.
you to, you know, trust us. I mean, most of you in the Connection Hub have been asking and PM us, how can we work with you? How can you work with our business more? And this is the solution that I said at the beginning, where we can do this on a larger scale, right? We can give you that one-to-one support in drips and drabs. We give you the foundations that we know that you need.
Yeah.
So, but we're offering it to you guys because you've been trusting us.
That's
We've
right.
been going for like 5-6 months, and you know, you're such an active community. You're so supportive that we want to give you that. Come and test out what we've done.
Please.
You know, have a look around. Have a look around and see what you can do in your business. Take some of the ideas that we're doing. Do it for yourself.
And tell us, like, because we actually really want to understand how that works for you. So,
and let me just, I'm going to
go on then.
Because even though people here, you're going to sign up for free, I really want to make sure that we have no subscriptions.
Yeah.
So even if you sign up for free and then you cancel, you know, the day before you're about to go for the next month, just do it, right? Yeah. Even if you don't unsubscribe, you can cancel at any month, right? So there's no lock-in.
It's a month-by-month thing.
This is what's going to shock them, right? It's only £49 a month. I know. Right? So going forward, that's the most that it's ever going to cost you. No matter how much you ask questions, no matter how much feedback you want, right?
Accountability and business growth. What's not to love about that? How does it get any better than that?
You had me at hello.
Brilliant.
So we love that. So I just want to be really transparent that there is no subscriptions, and it's a real affordable platform for you going forward. But come and try us out for free.
Yeah. So in order to do that, if that sounds like a hashtag no-brainer, as Michelle's just actually put in, which I love, what you want is, and I think Kelly's already put,
I'm already on
the words in there. So Changemaker VIP with the link below will get you in and
give you a free month.
We really can't wait to be able to get in on people's businesses because in the Connection Hub, it's possible to give generic feedback, but what we really have been itching to do again is actually give proper feedback to people so that they actively have no excuses for doing what we tell them to do. And
we get to know you better, right? Someone puts their intro post up and that's that little snippet that we know of you. We don't know anything about your business. Yeah. So this is a chance for really
use
us
this
to get
brain power.
Brain and heart
Brain and heart power, that's right. It's like a synergy. It kind of goes like this.
Do it. Click the link in the comments, the bit.ly link, and use the promo code to get your first month. And we look forward to seeing you in Changemaker Central. Yeah. Have a great day.
It's still live.
Yeah.